All right, so hi there. Hi there, guys. How's it going? What's up? Anyway, so this is the textured canvas. You see it's all there. It's on there pretty good. I think now doing this, I would probably do it differently, like maybe some more just like little spots. Because I've been sitting here staring at this thing for like a day or two, and it's just like not entirely sure what to do with it. So we're just gonna see what happens. So that's it. Yeah. Anyway, so sorry, sorry, sorry. I don't mean to be getting all up in your business there with my coffeeness, my grossness. So we're just gonna kind of let's see here. Just kind of see where this goes. Oh, I kind of like that. How it's got some of those hidden spots. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Fun little thing. See, it's got like it kind of jumps out at you and then it sits in the background. So, I mean, it's kind of a fun little thing. It's something to play with. That gesso really holds it in there, too. That was the part that I was expecting it to use like some kind of glue or something. And so this is just a 2-inch brush and some paint on it. And you can just see I like the little pebbles. I don't know how well that shows up there, but they kind of like they're darker because then there's these little, you can see the little places here, and you kind of like that green. I really like that's the phthalo green, I think is what that's called. Yeah, a little bit of this Prussian blue, kind of like those colors. So let's see what this looks like. See, and it's kind of a fun little thing to play with. Yeah, I think I would do it maybe different next time. But it was an experiment to see what it would do. Kind of like this, just kind of fluffing. Yeah. So, have you guys done this? Have any of you experimented with textured canvases? What was your experience? Comment. Leave a comment. What was it that you did? Did you do something different? Did you maybe use like sand or some other kind of texture? Some other kind of, like, I don't know, I thought I might go next time I go down to the river, see if there's maybe like those little river pebbles that are kind of rounded and sitting there at the bottom of the water. Dig them out of the sand. It's just like, again, just like every other thing I've been doing, you're just kind of seeing what looks like it might belong there, right? And I purposely left that without any texture because I was just kind of like, oh, well, maybe we'll do something with that. See what happens. This one's kind of fun because I'm using the bigger brush. That's, what was that? Is that the Alzerian red? Alzerian red. That's a really red. It's dark. That like bloody color. See, you just I kind of like those. How it just like makes it like chunky. It's chunky. Imagine that. You put chunky stuff on your canvas, and now your canvas is looking chunky, right? Gonna beat the dickens out of that brush. Get some Dickens. That's something my grandmother always used to say. She's a good woman. I love my grandmother. She used to take my brother and I used to drive around with my grandma. I'm like maybe 12 or 13 years old, maybe a little older. And she had a Buick Regal. And she used to let me listen to whatever music I wanted. My parents wouldn't let me listen to the music in the car. Like, they wouldn't, you know, I remember one time, like driving home from Seattle in the snow, and my dad let me listen to Anthrax. And he liked it just because it kept his mind off of how horrible it was. Like, he was able to focus on the driving, right? But my grandmother, we would go over there, and I remember driving around in her car listening to Tribe Called Quest and the song, what was that? I Left My Wallet in El Segundo. Up until the day she died, I always remember talking. He's like, I left my wallet in El Segundo. It was so great. Oh, it was fun. Oh, this is kind of interesting. It's like it's a fun little thing here that we got going on with this. That texture really kind of, I was a little intimidated, to be honest. When I first put that on there, I was like, I don't know, that seems... It seems like there's something going on there. I wasn't sure. I was like, like I said, I've been staring at this thing. I don't know if you're an artist. Do you ever put a canvas up on your easel? Just like, I do that a lot. I will put some gesso on it, maybe, and I will just sit there and I'll put it up here. And sometimes it might sit there for a couple of days. Lately, I haven't let anything sit up here for that long. Been feeling a little more like I should create stuff. But I sometimes will just sit there and it's like, what is this thing telling me? What is it? What's the piece that's gonna come out of this paper or of this canvas, right? That's always how it's been for me, is I just sit there and start putting color. You just put some color up there, see what comes up, right? Like, that's always been one of the things I liked about painting. I always liked ceramics too. It was like, let's just, oh, that's fun. Ceramics was fun because everybody's like trying to be nice, and I always just wanted to make big, gnarly looking things. I always like that when you like take a piece of clay and you tears and you see all that crevices and whatnot in the canvas, in the clay. That's always been fun. You like go and get some you like put some iron oxide in there. Oh man. Put some iron oxide in there and then you wash it off, and then the iron oxide just kind of sits in those areas that get, you know, like you couldn't rinse it all off because it's, and then you fire it and it just kind of like, that's the part that it brings up, and then the rest is just like this bare clay, you know. And I always liked that. Pottery is really expensive. This is kind of expensive. Pottery is really expensive. So someday you guys might get to see that. That's in the future though. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Anyway, so I kind of like this. I like this red right here and this yellow. I think that I will do the texture again. I might do it differently though. I mean, I will do it differently. It's kind of the whole point. You just keep experimenting, right? Okay, so, it's like a, I don't know what that is. Untitled. Anyways, so this is the textured gesso with the rocks. What do you guys think? I feel like there needs some, sometimes I feel like you just need to put some white in there. You get some where it doesn't belong. I'm going to put some white where it doesn't belong. What's really fun with these kind of things is sometimes you'll pop out and you'll look at it after everything's dried and you start to see things you didn't know were there. Things that you didn't paint to be there and they somehow came out. My person collection. All of those have something in there that's just like jumping out at you. Just a little bit more. All right, what do you think? The red sky. I'll call it the red sky because it's got red in it. We call it the red sky. All right, what did you think? What did you think of my first ever textured canvas experiment? Did you learn something? Did you maybe think that was a good piece here? You're interested? You can always, if you want to buy it, everything's for sale. Everything has a price, as they all say. Anyway, so if you like that, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Share this with your friends. Go on, click the copy the link there up in the URL button and share it on Twitter. Tell everybody how rad I am. I won't see it because I've been suspended for the last week, so I got another 2 days. But that's a whole other story. You got to use quotes when you're saying something that you're trying to. Anyways, so go ahead and hit the like and subscribe and share and go out there and be the change you want to see in the world and have a fantastic day.